Hi there everyone, it's Adele Dicasso here. I hope you're all good. Today I'm just going to have a little chat about the law of attraction. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I'm passionate about the law of attraction. I really love reading about it, discovering more about it all the time, and I've definitely seen the law of attraction in my own life having a really good effect on my own life. So I just wanted to share something that I've been learning a little bit more about recently. And the law of attraction, how we attract the things that we want into our life, it's all based on raising our vibration as much as we can and releasing the resistance that we have to achieving these things. So basically, all the things we've ever desired, all the things we've ever asked for, whether we've focused on them or not, we have these desires that we want. It's natural for everybody to have these desires, and they're all once you've asked for them, they're all there, and all we have to do is then release our resistance and able to bring these desires into reality, into our own lives. So when you look at it that way, it just makes it all sound so simple. But because we have this resistance to them, especially bigger things, we have resistance to them. So we make it hard for ourselves, and we're actually working against ourselves, by having this resistance in place. So it's all about trying to release that resistance so that we can attract these things into our lives much more, easily. So if you imagine a cork, bobbing up and down on the water, and then you try and hold the cork underneath the water, it takes force, and that's resistance. But when you let go of the cork and it bobs back up to the surface, then that's its natural state, and that's what we want to achieve with ourselves. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what do you enjoy doing? Where are the moments that you can look back and think, wow, I was really, in a state of enjoyment when I was doing that. I felt like really blissful. I felt like I could stay there all day and carry on, doing whatever I was doing. What are those moments for you? What makes you feel, totally relaxed? Is it walking in nature? When I take my dogs for a walk and I go through the wood, I'm listening to the birds singing, the trees, the leaves rustling in the wind. That's all I can hear. I'm switched off. I'm not focusing on what I've got to do. I'm just in the moment. So that's something that might be that might apply to you too. Sitting by bodies of water, whether it be the sea or a river or a stream or something like that. Does that make you feel that way? For me, going and sitting and having a cup of coffee and people watching, just watching people go by, I just love doing that. I love, going to coffee shops and just doing, some things, working on my business. I feel like I get into the moment and I do my best work when I'm in that situation. I love people watching, I just love watching people go by. What else? Driving, when you go for a drive in your car, sometimes you just feel like you're in the moment, you've got the music going and you're really enjoying yourself. So there's lots of different things, there's lots of different things for different people. And, for me, what does it for me won't be the same as it is for you, but you'll have some, moments where you feel like you've really been totally relaxed and enjoying the moment. So what you've got to do next is you've got to give yourself permission to do more of these things. Okay. So don't, there's things that we do that sometimes we feel like we need a reason to do them, or we need somebody else to say, oh, that's a good idea, let's go and do that. But you've got to give yourself permission to do these things. And you've just got to go and do them as much as you can. So, however much time you have in your day, just, try and just incorporate these things into that time. So, and when you're doing them, just feel the absolute bliss of doing them and feel, how good it feels, and just, you'll feel yourself, you'll feel your vibration raising, you'll feel yourself feeling better when you're in these moments, but only if you feel deserving of them, not if you feel guilty for doing it. You've got to just feel like you deserve to go and do it. So when you do this, you'll create an atmosphere where ideas will flow to you. naturally and automatically. So by creating that atmosphere, you'll get sudden impulses and ideas. And then the next thing you have to do is to act on those. So, any good feelings that come to you, any impulses that you have, because you're in that state of bliss, they'll be the right things to do. They'll feel really good. So act on them now, and just follow your intuition. So those are the few points that I wanted to make. I just feel that, if we can make ourselves feel good, it's, I listen to Esther Hicks a lot on YouTube, and the main, she says the main aim for ourselves is to feel good, is to, focus on how we're feeling and learn to recognize when we don't feel so good, and do everything possible that we can to make ourselves feel good again. Because when we feel good, we attract good stuff into our lives. It's so true. I know it from experience. And over the past 2 years, when I've been really focusing on, allowing myself to feel good, starting the day properly, with my morning routine, incorporating meditation into my day, I know that these things have helped, because in the past 2 years, I look back and I think I've never felt so happy. I've never felt so good. And we've been through a pandemic, so, the last 2 years have been difficult, but I have felt good about it. And I really feel that a large part of that was down to, focusing on this, making myself feel good at the beginning of every day, and, without fail, whatever it takes to get yourself into that good feeling place. So, see what you can incorporate into your day. I know we're all busy and we have lots of things to do, but even if you only have 10 minutes, just do something. Just take that first step and start with something small. It might just be sitting reading, looking at a glossy magazine. I love house magazines. I could look at them all day. So just sitting there reading something that you like, not necessarily anything that's really, that's going to use your brain too much, but just looking at something with, lovely pictures, or reading something that you enjoy reading. So just start with something small if that's all you can do, but and then you can gradually build up to spending as much time as possible in your day doing these things. So I hope that helps. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. You'd be helping me out a lot, and I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Enjoy. Have a great day. Bye bye.